person watching.
Oh,
it's me.
dang.
Hey!
All right, we are live. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, hello!
Welcome
Hi
back
there.
to another
There.
episode of Tabletop here, Dungeons and Dragons. I'm gonna talk monotone all episode long. No.
Sounds like an interesting challenge.
Be like Ben Stein being a dungeon master.
I'm not that guy. I think I was trying to stream out, yeah.
The dry eye guy.
Clear eyes for red eyes.
I'm looking at the stream. Am I really distorted on your screen, Shane?
Yes, you are.
Sure are.
Okay, well,
You're
let me
the mine.
I can hear the stream.
turn my camera off.
I can hear.
I think you look like you always do.
Yeah.
How do I turn my camera off? Well, if you look at the stream, I'm like way wide.
I will say you look normal for me.
Yeah, how do I turn my camera off? Let's see here. There we go.
I can hear the stream echoing on your microphone.
Oh,
Whoever that is.
alright. I just turned it off. Do I look normal now?
You're
On your
black.
screen?
All black screen.
Nice save.
Looks like it fixed it there on the stream.
Yeah, it looks good now.
A little bit.
Oh, now it's black. It was good.
Okay. Alright, let's see.
Yeah.
See what. Alright, it looks like I popped back up.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for telling me.
All right. So we are in Sundale. It's been like 4 weeks because we were supposed to do 2 weeks. Things got canceled in the true spirit of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
We had to push the game, and then some big sporting event happened that everybody wanted to watch, so we couldn't play.
Who watches sports?
The superb owl.
Yes, the superb owl.
Yeah. Sun owl. It was really nice.
So we are in Sundale. The group has not. Well, we've had some interactions between everybody. We had Draco and Vor, who is not here. He won't be joining us this week. He is on vacation. Again, felt like that was more important.
Tournament, man.
Yeah, we felt like that was going to be more important than hanging out. So whatever.
We're not hurt at all.
I just don't understand why you gotta leave the country to have a good time. That makes no sense.
He has a friend, doesn't he?
We didn't
Gotta
leave.
stay here.
So many fun things to do in the United States.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, we had an encounter with Vor and Draco, kind of a little bit of a standoff over cutting in line, and we had a little bit of an encounter between Finnegan and Ace, when Finnegan tried to pay for some soup with a button and a coin, and didn't go well. But alas, I believe we left off after everyone went to bed in their respective beds. And, whoa, goodness.
Sort of bed.
Sort of bad.
Yeah, yes.
Slash hammocks.
Orion slept in a hammock weaved of vines, and he emerged a beautiful butterfly the next day.
Yeah, I think Draco stayed in the mother-in-law lodgings at one of the local business owners, from what I recall.
That's right.
That's right.
So,
LMA.
Yeah.
are...
I forgot about that.
I don't even remember what that was. Local Merchants Association, that's right. And then I had like 2 other
11 mother-in-laws.
Yes, I had like 2
They had
other
lots.
meetings by the end of the
Lord of
session.
acronym management.
So we are, the next morning, we are 1 day away from Madame Zaroth arriving. So yeah, quick recap, everybody here. There's a big festival going on starting tomorrow. It's a really big fishing tournament, several ships, several teams, several individuals, different categories. Basically, biggest fish wins. We also have the infamous Madame Zaroth coming. She's a seer. She is known for her accurate readings and her. She's basically a superstar. I mean, if she were at the Super Bowl, they'd show her a lot on screen.
Only in overtime.
Boyfriend or no boyfriend?
Would she be dating a player or more like one of the refs?
She would probably be the grandmother of one of the players.
Okay. They
I
could still be
saw
dating,
one
though,
of
technically.
Not
True.
what
She
she
is
is
over
later.
100 years old.
He's old.
So, yeah, it is the next morning. We are one day away from Madame Zaroth's arrival, and well, she's due to arrive later this afternoon, but she's not due. The festival's tomorrow. Fishing tournament is tomorrow. Words. And that's when the festivities truly kick off, and that's kind of, she's here to kick off the festivities and do some readings. So, what are we doing?
I had a question.
Okay.
I was just wondering, does Sundale have like a local brewery or like a alcohol of choice that is produced in town?
They do have a local brewery, and it's called Sundale Ale. Sundale. But it's Sundail.
Nice. I'd like to hunt that down at some point in time later in the day.
Okay. Gonna find some Sunday ale.
Right.
What's everybody else doing today before the
Well, I'm just Draco's just gonna be walking around looking for troublemakers as usual.
Excellent. I like it.
I think Finnegan's gonna still be looking for just to try all the local cuisines that he can.
I like it.
Try some food.
I'll gladly
Where
push
is
the
that?
button for a hamburger today.
That's right.
Are there like booths setting up yet?
Yes.
I'll say Orion, wakes up and is out and about the town, going back to the main festival area again, just maybe trying to see if Madame Zaroth is there early
Okay.
or anything else is happening.
Excellent. Excellent. Matcha, you said you were gonna try to find some ale today.
Yeah, I like to try out the local. I always try to want to find the local cuisine or local alcohol.
Okay.
Test it, compare it to what I've found throughout my travels.
Make sure it's not poisonous for others.
Yeah, it takes a lot to figure that out, though.
Yeah, just keep drinking until, oh no, it is poisonous.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's see. Draco, there is, you do hear some, I guess give me a perception check. Do you remember how to do that, Draco?
Sorry, I was chatting with somebody on the stream. So, all right. So perception check. How do I do that?
You yell perception.
So I gotta get my screen open, right? Let's see here.
Yeah, pull up
Yeah,
the
shut up, character sheet.
sheet.
There we go. All right, I'm getting there.
Let's see.
Perception. There it is.
It's pretty good.
All right.
Okay, yeah, you hear, as you're kind of patrolling, you hear a little bit of, it sounds like a disturbance, I guess, going on near the beach. As you look down, it looks like a couple of vendors are having a little bit of a turf war for their spot down on the beach, trying to get the best vendor location.
Prime real estate.
Okay. Okay.
Looks like they're just about to
So-
go to blows.
Well, I'm just gonna stand by and let them sort it out. If they get violent with each other, I'll step in.
Okay. Finnegan, you are led down to the beach again by this smell of different cuisines cooking. There's some the dude who threw your button has set up there again, who's got more fish stew going, and there's other local vendors, kind of like what do they do with like the lamb on the for gyros or whatever. What is that cuisine? It's like that. It's a Dungeons and Dragons version of that.
Nailed it. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll make my way to that. That sounds great. I can't wait to have a Dungeons and Dragons version of the hero.
Excellent.
I want to like look out for any like weapons tents that are selling any like gear.
People who buy it like in bulk off the internet and then resell it like they
Yeah.
forge it.
like mall weapons.
Yeah.
You like swing it once and then the handle gets all loose on it.
Yep.
Okay. You don't see any weapons vendors, but you are aware of like a couple of stores in town that do sell weapons.
I was looking for some out of town weapons.
Some out of town
Yeah.
weapons. Yeah, you don't see any vendors with
What kind of vendors are there? Just food? and
predominantly
trinkets?
food. There's people selling like I went to the fishing tournament and all I got was this lousy t-shirt
Okay.
and
Excellent.
a lot of like novelty stuff.
Okay. All right.
Orion, you were wandering. My understanding was you were.
Yeah, I'm mostly back to the festival grounds, like near the stage, and just trying to look around and see if Madame Zeroth is there early or anything like that.
Okay.
Maybe again, like letting the sun shine through my staff to see where the stars may guide me.
Excellent. Yeah, she's not there yet. You do. There's a lot of security around the stage area as is. They're kind of planning on how they're going to basically run security once she's there, and it's more like almost like a rehearsal or like a practice of keeping the area clear and what people who's got what assignments and things like that. As you're following your gem, you see like the sun come through it and like glint off of a coin, and it's not so much the coin that catches your attention, but the reflection of the green light coming off the coin, like pointing toward the docks.
Okay. Orion would certainly take this as a sign. If he's here before Madame Zeroth is, he must be early for a reason, so he begins walking towards the docks.
Okay.
Do I see anything in particular of note happening there?
No, like as you looked at the light, it appeared. You felt like a calling to be like waiting at the docks.
Got it. I will stand there, sentinel, waiting for the next thing to catch my eye.
Excellent. Let's see, Ace, what are you doing?
Is it pretty early in the day?
Yeah, I'd say it's probably 9 or 10 o'clock.
Crowds? Is it getting crowded yet?
Not quite.
Okay.
There's still a lot of like vendors and people like working the event, getting ready.
Can I I want to look for a small table and a chair.
Like in what? like near the beach or in town or?
I want to like set up my own booth.
You want to set up your own booth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Justin says we have an echo going.
Oh, is it me maybe?
I don't know. He said
I
that
don't hear
Layla
that
and I
echo.
are good, so I guess it's all of you. I can't believe you guys would do that to the stream.
I'm not personally hearing an echo, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'll mute
I'm not hearing.
just in case it's me. I'll mute
You
him.
said it's only Alex and Sean are the only two that's echoing. So I don't know that I believe anything my brother says though. So
He's not even
Yes.
here.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
especially since he's probably just super jealous that he's not here.
yeah, he's just tuning in and watching us do all the work. So
Mhm.
He just wanted to feel
Pretty,
useful.
pretty rude. Pretty rude.
yep, yeah.
Yeah. Well. Okay, so you're trying to find like a vendor table and a chair.
I'm just trying to find like a flimsy table that no one's gonna miss.
Okay.
And like just
Yeah, you could probably find.
if it's a stump that I can sit on, I don't care. I just want to see if I can just kind of set up something.
Okay, give me a perception check while you're looking for a flimsy table that you think no one will miss.
Click and drag to roll dice.
Just yeah.
Oh.
You rolled deception.
Deception. Okay.
You lied to the table.
But she did it
I'm gonna
really
treat
well.
you so good.
I did persuasion. God, I can't read. Where's perception?
That's the one.
Oh man,
There's
some
always
good
a charm.
rolls. I really hope this
I know.
perception roll is good.
Why is it doing that?
You gotta roll like.
Burning them.
I don't want to do that. God dang.
Okay.
Oh, man.
no!
The
I
worst one of
wasted
them
all the good rolls.
You lied to the table and then you told it we were sorry. And then you proceeded.
Come this way, table.
It's like playing a pan flute, like trying to lead it to the beach.
Lure it.
The walrus from Alice in Wonderland.
Yes.
With your 13, you do, as you're kind of looking around town, you find like a 3-legged table behind a building that somebody's just kind of cast aside.
This is not the first time I've stolen a table. I'm gonna take it.
Okay, the 4th leg is nowhere to be found.
I'm gonna look for a stick or something.
Okay.
And fashion.
All right. So where are you taking the table?
To the beach with all the other vendors.
Okay.
I'm gonna look for a chair on the way.
Okay. Give me another perception.
Okay. I'm gonna hit perception this time. Like that?
No, click perception.
I did.
No, you drug it. Click it,
Okay. Click it.
and now just click and drag. You don't have to click disable. There you go.
So
There you go.
But it won't pop up on my screen.
17.
Okay, yeah, it wouldn't pop up on my screen. Yeah, on the way there, you find, oh, that was real delayed. You find a decent enough chair, like folded up and propped against a building, that you can just like give me like a sleight of hand as you're walking by to grab it, all nonchalant. Yep. It just like appeared in your hand like it was there the whole time.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm a grifter.
Yes. The table you've got's like a rinky-dink old like card table with like the folding legs, but one's just gone.
Yep, that's fine.
All right, and you're headed to the beach.
I'm headed to the beach.
All right, Draco, you, the guys as they're squabbling, notice you, and they, oh, sorry, I got distracted by myself in my own screen. It's all delayed. But yeah, they notice you kind of watching them, and just your presence seems to squash the tempers a little bit, and they start talking it out, and things definitely seem to calm down.
Good.
All right, Matcha, you do find the local brewery / tavern, which is this building up over here.
Sorry, I missed that. Where was it?
I'm doing it. Ping it. It's northeast.
That big building up in the corner by the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't roll. I didn't realize it was such a huge map, actually. Let's go.
Yeah, there's a freshwater stream that goes through there, and they use that fresh water for their brewing.
And is it an ale or mead or wine or?
It's an ale. It's a very
Ale,
like, golden.
Sunday ale.
Yeah, it's a golden ale.
Maybe
Gold as the sun.
Yeah, I should have saw that in the
What's
name.
After or the ale's named after the town, one or the other.
Yeah, who knows?
No. I just wanted to check it out, see, taste the flavor. Do you want to, like,
Yeah, are you going in and
interested in their methods? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go in, check out their customer service, see their front desk,
Excellent. Yep. When you get in, it's
check out their tasting room.
yeah, it's a large room. It's pretty full of people right now, as early as it is. It's people are just excited. There's behind the counter is 3 dwarves who all look like they could be related. 2 female and 1 male, and then there's like, it's pretty small relative to the rest of the building. Like, it's a pretty decent sized room, but the building itself is pretty huge. And yeah, as you walk in, there's a few tables and there's a couple open spots at the bar. You're not really greeted as you walk in. It's more just a busy atmosphere. So you probably aren't even noticed as you get in there.
Right. Being 4 foot something, I'm sure I don't stand a huge presence in a room. I try to get a waitress or a bartender's attention.
Yeah, you can walk up to the bar and wait. There's a couple open spots there, and after a few minutes, you do get some service. What are you? It's a squat dwarf. He's got like his shirt open and a lot of curly hair sticking out, and not that you can see much of it because of his big burly beard, but you do see some like chest hair poking through his beard hair, and
It's a pretty picture.
Bit more curly.
What do you have?
Well, good afternoon. I was looking to see the local flavor here and any history you may have on it, or what separates you guys from the rest of what is on this continent.
Sundale Ale is the finest ale in the continent. We've been brewing it for hundreds of years. Me and my family moved over here after my great-grandfather moved across on the bridge and brought our family over here. We settled in, and we've been brewing ever since.
Well, that's good enough excuse for me. How much for a pint?
Pours you one and puts it on the table. That'll be 4 copper.
I slide over 4 copper,
Okay.
chug half of it. The flavor
Is very light and citrusy.
Would you consider this a fine ale, or was he trying to deceive me?
No, you think it's pretty tasty.
Awesome. I finished half the second half of it, and then asked for if they sell any growlers I can take with me to enjoy at the fishing contest.
Yeah, for 2 silver, you can take a half gallon with you.
Awesome. Slide it over.
There you
Wait.
go. Yeah, you get it poured, filled up, and growler handed back over to you.
Right. Well, I bid him adieu, tell him I'll see you in the afternoon, and go out and experience the rest of the festival while slowly sipping on my growler.
Excellent.
Sipping on gin and juice.
Hmm.
Sorry.
Laid back.
Finnegan, you're having some of the Dungeons and Dragons version of Euros. We'll call
Awesome.
them Deeros. And
Makes sense.
yeah. And so that'll cost you probably 3 copper pieces.
No problem. I take extra care and count down in my hand. 1, 2, 3 copper pieces. I don't want to get in trouble again.
Yeah. The guy is like a couple stands down. You can just see him like staring at you, like kind of scowling at you, watching you.
Hey, he wanted like 2 silver pieces for a fish stick, so F that guy.
You get your lamb sandwich, and the clerk or whomever bids you enjoy the rest of the day and look they're also in high spirits, excited for the festival, and there's a bit of a line behind you too, so they're like, thanks, adios.
Is there like seating area kind of around the stalls, or do you just sort of eat and walk and?
Yeah, you can eat and walk, but there is kind of like dining areas as well around.
Okay, I'll try to find an empty table. Just struggle my way up into a chair, since I'm just a little fella, and sit there with imagine the table about right here on me, and eat my sandwich there.
Just slide it to your mouth and then slide it back.
Yeah, just shovel it in. Ow. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Enjoying my sandwich, and it is delicious. I'm so happy.
I would say it's getting closer to like 2 o'clock. Orion, give me a perception check.
All right.
Excuse me.
Am I reading that right? Is that a 24?
That's what I'm seeing.
My God.
You
Okay.
see
It says Orion perceives all.
deities looking down on the earth, rolling dice.
Yeah.
He sees 5 people staring at him through a computer screen.
I'm not worthy.
Yeah, you run through the streets, but this is all a simulation. They're not real.
Unless the festival gets its first streaker.
Then you get tackled by Draco on the way through town. There's a little bit of a crowd gathering near the docks where you're at. Everybody's kind of just looking off in the distance, and as far as you can tell, you're the first to notice there's a speck off in the horizon that you can see coming towards Sundale. And after a few moments, a couple other people see it, and then people start getting excited, and they're pretty sure that's Madame Zeroth's ship coming in.
Okay.
Cool.
Can I tell which dock it's headed towards?
You can't tell which one it's headed towards, but you still feel like you're in the right place.
Okay, yeah, I'm watching diligently, and if there is a moment where I can tell which dock it's going towards, I will walk out onto that dock and try and meet her at the head, just to try to place myself in the right position if the fates will it that we meet.
Excellent. Draco, you do hear some crowd murmuring over by the docks, and the one of the guard captains and a group of other guards are like headed that way, and guard captain signals you to follow them. He says, "We've got. She's arriving. We need to get everybody back and keep the docks clear so she can get on or get off the ship."
Okay. So I start to make my way over there, and then I see some weird, creepy-looking druid guy walking out to the end of the dock, and something doesn't add up right, so I make my way his direction.
Okay. He's standing kind of before the docks, just looking out at sea, and there is quite a crowd around him, but he is fairly tall, and yeah, he's definitely got a look about him, almost entranced.
Yeah, very suspicious looking. So I just make my way that direction, and I just keep an eye on him.
Okay. Ace, you, I am assuming you found your stick and fashioned your table.
Yeah, some driftwood.
Okay. Doesn't look rinky-dink at all. Actually, give me a... What skills do we have here?
Carpentry.
We don't have craft. Give me a... let's do... Performance, I guess.
Performance?
Perform how well you did on your table. How well you performed on crafting your table.
Gosh. Oh my god.
That is a nat one, I think.
Oh man.
It was a nat one.
Yeah, you get your table all set up, and then what are you laying out on your table to look like?
Laying out?
Yeah, you said you were gonna look like a vendor. I'm assuming you were gonna put stuff out on your table, or
I have a deck of cards that I'm gonna do some.
okay, all right. So you're all set up, and the first person comes to do. I'm assuming like a reading or like card tricks, or what are you doing?
Yeah, that kind of back alley
Okay.
gimmick.
Yes, as the first person comes up and you start to like do your cards, the whole table just collapses down and lands on the person's foot.
How embarrassing.
And they are fairly upset and demand their money back.
That's fine. I give them back their money.
Okay.
And go very, very bright red.
Okay. As you're, are you trying to rebuild the table again after that?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me another performance.
Oh god.
I just don't know what else to do. Maybe survival would be a better one for building
Yeah, I think
tables.
survival would be good.
Yeah.
I got a 20. It's fine.
It's like, no, don't roll again.
Alright. So, if sorry, but if a skill doesn't fit, usually you just default to the attribute itself. So a dex for agility for
okay.
things,
Okay.
So what would carpentry be then? Wisdom?
whatever you would see fit. But like usually, a skill is just a more specific attribute, if that makes sense.
Intelligence?
And then you have the proficiency for it.
Dexterity?
Yeah, dex for fashioning it correctly, I guess.
Without hurting yourself.
Working
Yep.
with your hands?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so give me a dex one then.
How do I do that? Just click
Just
it?
click dexterity.
Oh, here.
Even better. Yes, you managed to affix the leg much better this time.
Okay.
But as you're kind of getting reset up, you do hear a large commotion going on near the docks over in this vicinity, over near the Eye of God, or whatever we decided that was called. Or the eye that looks at God.
Looks like sheep go in one end and then pirates come out the other.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then an R.
Now we know where you get the D&D sandwich ingredients.
Yep. It's a sheep right there. Great sandwich too, by the way. Love lamb. Everybody knows that about Finnegan.
Yes,
Big fan.
it's practically his name. Lamb Sandwich Man.
Yep, Finnegan, lamb sandwich man, mage fellow. It's a family name.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna call out, step right up. Come
Step right up.
see if you can.
Okay.
How close am I to that? This sounds fun.
I would say give me a perception check. You're close enough to be in earshot, but do you hear?
All right.
You do not.
I'm the worst. Rolling ever.
You're just like smacking on
I'm
your
very
head.
distracted by how high the table is. I can only see like that much above it. I'm like, what?
You do notice some crowd gathering down the beach a little bit, but you don't hear anything of the like.
Yeah, so my feet are just kicking in my little chair. And,
Mm-hmm.
yep.
So,
Enjoying my sandwich still.
what is your, I guess, ante? Like, what are you charging for the card trick, and what is the payout?
How many coppers are in a silver?
10.
That's too much, huh?
I don't know. That's like a $10 bill.
$10 bill. Just a copper then.
$1? $1.
$1. I would just want to see how successful I am first.
Good call.
Better at card tricks than you are at building tables.
I know.
All right, you get somebody who bites.
Okay.
Copper for a copper, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll have like 3 cards, and you have to find the ace.
Okay.
So they're
Oh,
Yeah.
Find my name.
She said it.
All right, give me a performance. Or maybe a sleight of hand, actually.
yeah, because that's way better.
Because that's way better.
Dang.
You like finish, and the guy like looks at you
that one.
and just like shakes his head and like points at the card, and you flip it over, and it's the ace.
Oh God, I suck at this.
She literally find the ace and she's moving over here.
It's the ace, and then just sets it down. Which one is it?
See, everybody can win. Super easy. Step right up.
That was 10
It's
gold.
a long
You get 10
con.
gold.
It's a
Smart.
long con.
That's why I
Yeah,
only did
smart.
1 copper, because
Yep. So you have to pay out a copper to the feller. He's like, oh, they'll do again.
Smart.
all right.
He says 5 copper this time.
5 copper.
I sense a hustle happening.
Yes.
How do I?
I would just
Split
keep
that.
track.
Sure, Draco's crime sense is going off. Hustling out the beach in no time.
Just closes his eyes and sniffs the air.
Yeah.
I smell
I'll
a
say
con.
3 copper pieces.
Something's amiss.
What do you say to 3 copper pieces?
He'll take you for 3.
All right. Let's see. And here we go. Ooh.
I'm gonna do a dice roll against you this time.
Oh my gosh.
Six major tables.
Dang.
He takes the 3
Oh,
copper
no.
payout after he finds the.
I'm just gonna like kick my table and just walk off. Just I'm gonna storm down this room, man.
kick the driftwood leg.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh man, that's awesome. You should just try to sell them the table. Look at this fine table I crafted.
I don't want to play anymore.
That's real driftwood.
All right. As you are storming away down the beach, you do catch some commotion and a crowd gathering up here.
I'm not gonna steal any pockets today because my sleight of hand sucks.
Something must be wrong with my fingers.
I know.
Got to do your warm-ups.
Yeah. Little finger exercises.
Yeah.
Practice going in and out of a coin purse.
It might be from before the stream where you were sticking your hand up out of frame.
That's right.
There's a
Damage your
glitch
fingers.
in the system. Yeah, I'll walk towards all the commotion.
Okie dokie.
Dice jail, the digital dice. Good call.
Good call indeed. All right. Then Finnegan, give me another perception check.
Okie doke. Better.
You hear like a little bit of a commotion nearby as you see a young woman like kick a table and break its leg and like throw the table down and then storm off. And there's like a small group of people celebrating. And then you also notice like up a little further toward the docks there's a crowd gathering, and you see like a dragonborn feller towering over a lot of people.
All right. I'll finish up my sandwich and I'll hop down from my chair and just think to myself like, oh, that young woman must have won a fight against that table. Look at how the crowd cheers her on. Amazing. I'll just start heading down to the beach toward the rest of the commotion to see what else is going on.
Excellent. Matcha. Are you there or did you walk away? We should all just wait in silence till he gets back and make it real awkward.
Just like right as he gets back. Okay, so everyone rolling to attack Matcha. It's like, oh no!
Oh, there he is.
Is he? He is. Is he? He is. Matcha.
We don't have any audio from you, Matcha.
Nope, he's typing.
No, he's typing.
Sorry.
He's Canadian now.
Okay. Let's see here. Those of you who are making your ways to the docks, it's definitely crowded. There's people like climbing on top of buildings and just trying to get the best vantage point that they can. Excuse me.
Did I walk by the table that was
Yes.
defeated? Can I take a look at that table? I just want to see, like,
Yes.
how strong is she?
You see like a piece of driftwood like 3 or 4 feet away from the table. And then like the table's
Oh,
kind
so
of
it's big, yeah.
the corner of the table that's missing its leg is like in the sand.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I just think to myself, oh, strong indeed.
That table has never had a more worthy adversary.
Yes. Makes me wonder what the table did, so I could not do that.
I'd hate my leg to be 3 feet away from my body.
That's right.
Matcha, are you back? Nope. Okay. Yes, the crowd.
Are there?
Go ahead.
Sorry. Are there like any animals around, like maybe a gull or some flying critter?
Yes. Definitely lots of seagulls in the area.
If possible, I'd like to cast Speak with Animals to try and flag one down, get its attention.
Okay. Draco sees the guy just all of a sudden look up and go, ah, ah, ah.
Shakes his head. This event brings in all kinds.
And then a seagull comes down and like lands on his staff.
I'm going to take out a quill and some ink and a little bit of rope, and I'm going to write something on a page, roll it up, and then tie it to its leg, and
Can you hear me?
say,
Yes.
squawk, squawk, which essentially means fly this to the ship and deliver it to the oldest womb on board.
He
Oldest,
says,
wisest womb.
he nods and says, right away, sir. And sounds very intelligent for a gull. And flies away.
He's got a top hat and a monocle.
Check out then. All right.
I imagine he gets like halfway down the dock and like somebody drops some D&D French fries on the board. And he's like picking it up on the way. He's stalwart. He's steadfast. He's going there. Yeah.
All right, the bird takes off. Yeah, Draco, you watch all this in action, and it's a very weird seeing this man like just openly squawking at a bird, and the bird squawking back to him. And
Yeah, I didn't see any crime happening, so I'm not even gonna bother trying to make sense of the situation.
Okay.
So
Is it a crime talking to birds? I can't remember how that rule goes. Matcha, as you're wandering through the streets, sipping on your ale, and I don't know, I can't make a funny joke out of that. You do notice a crowd gathering near the docks. People are kind of running to the docks, and there's a general murmur of excitement, and it appears that the Madame Zarud's ship is arriving.
Oh, I'm always down to follow the crowd and join in on excitement.
Excellent.
Try to get a run over, try to get a peek myself.
What's going on, friends? Are we jumping off a bridge?
All right.
Excellent. As the crowd largens, no, gets
Expands.
bigger.
gross.
Yes.
It's a D&D term.
Yeah, didn't we just talk about the English language being hard?
Yeah, Largins, they're like the opposite of halflings.
Yes.
Yeah,
Largins.
this
Ooh.
Steve Largins are my favorite.
That was the name of the goal. It was the Steve Largen. Anyway, as the crowd largens, the ship also largens in the horizon. And, yeah, the general murmur is getting more and more excited. Draco, you're called to kind of form a line in front of the crowd to basically hold people off of the dock so that the ship can dock and Madame Zaroth can get off of her ship safely. So basically the crowd's, gathering. Whoa. I moved the map. In this area here. And it appears that Madame Zaroth will be docking here.
Hold on, can you tag that again? I was zoomed in a little too close, I think.
We're on the
Okay.
ship will be docking there.
So everybody's crowded up at the north end of that.
Yeah,
and
over
then
here, yep.
She's docking at the south end of that.
Yep. And so
Okay.
you guys are kind
Makes
of
sense.
forming a line, like right in there.
Okay.
Orion, as the ship's getting nearer, and sorry, I'm going to move my map back. The ship's getting nearer. You look to the. You kind of hold your staff up to the sun, and the light comes through and reflects off of somebody's like they've got like a fun festival helmet on, and it reflects off, and it's still like the light just points like directly in between your feet, and you feel like, yep, I should just stay here.
And here I shall stand. I will maybe take a bit of rations and just like bite off my mouth and like be chewing it, but distinctly not swallowing it. For reasons that are my own.
Okay.
Trying to be like, oh, we're going to break my record of how much food I hold in my mouth at once.
Man, if that goal gets back, he's gonna be hungry, and I don't want him to have to work too hard.
Are you gonna,
Oh, yeah.
you gonna mama bird it?
Yep, mama bird it for the seagull.
Just like hold your head back and open your mouth like a bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, after probably 20 minutes or so, the goal gets back and says that it delivered the message, but it does not have a return message.
You've done well, buddy.
So take sustenance, young one. Is that Ace Ventura 2 when he's like feeding the bird in the nest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Draco's still just watching this guy like a hawk then? Or
Just wipe the beak off
taking
of
notes
the
like,
nest.
terrible.
It's nothing illegal about feeding or being a bird mama.
Yeah. As long as you're not throwing food on the ground, I don't care.
Yep.
As he wipes the spittle from his mouth, he says, "A debt has been repaid."
The bird gives you his thanks and flies away a little slower and lower as he's I haven't had a feast like that in many moons. All right, the time draws near. The ship is large, enlargens, and is approaching the dock. Draco, give me a perception check. And just for the record, Vor is also in this crowd waiting. He's excited. He's trying to cut in line and be in the front.
Just loves cutting in line.
And so is that kind of where we're all congregated right now? Is
Yes.
in that north area?
Yep.
Okay.
There's a large crowd, including all of you.
Not big on a large crowd. Can I sneak north towards that brewery that I've heard about?
You want to go this way?
So what was the point of me rolling
Yeah.
perception?
I just
I feel
wanted
like
you
we're
to
just
do it.
moving on from my perception roll. Okay.
Yeah. I just wanted you to do it. I didn't really want to. There was no real reason.
Just wanted to see if you remembered how to click on your character sheet.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do like a kind of a sweep of the crowd. Nobody looks like they've got any ill intent. You're just kind of holding fast, keeping people back. Yeah.
Excellent.
The ship docks. Once the ship docks, a good group of guards head to the ship to help basically guide her away from the ship. And you know that once she's gets to the north end here, you're gonna have to push through the crowd and get her to the center of town where she'll be staying. An escort.
Fortis.
Yes. So the ship docks. It's a massive vessel. It's kind of. I didn't get a picture of it. I should have. But it's a large vessel. It looks like an old, like a modern steel hulled ship, but it also has wooden masts and stuff, kind of like it's been crafted out of an old, what would have been an ancient ship. And it's massive. And when the ship docks, a large, basically drawbridge drops down from the side of it onto the dock, and out rolls a pretty massive carriage that looks like this.
That's rad.
It's is it all blurry? Okay, there it goes.
That is very cool.
It's led by a team of 6 massive horses, and it's gilded, and it's made out of metal and silks and things like that. And beside it walks a half giant who is at least 10 feet tall, and to the other side of it is a little halfling. She's kind of holding on to a bar and just riding alongside of it, and she's got a crossbow kind of hung loosely in her hand. She's scanning the crowd as they're rolling through. And then following up behind it is a female tiefling who has a pretty ornate staff, and she is also sort of scanning the crowd and bringing up the rear. And then there's a circle of basically city guards and mercenaries around it, and they're going to start escorting this carriage through the town.
All right. So
Um,
they drove this on the dock?
Yeah, this came off the ship down a ramp onto the dock, and it's gonna
Mm.
go off the dock and head toward town.
And is the dock even low rated for that?
Maybe.
How does it get through the eye part? Does it just kind of go around that?
No, that is like kind of opening. It's more like a gazebo in the middle of the dock.
Oh, okay.
So we can go back over here.
Okay. That works.
Like a big arch.
Yeah, it's open, and then as we get to the crowd here, the carriage somewhat stalls because now it's like basically like a wall of city guards and stuff having to like push people back to make enough room for this oversized carriage, and all these massive horses. Like each horse is at least twice as big as a regular horse.
I prefer to be in like the back of the crowd,
Okay.
just kind of watching.
Okay. As the let's see. As the guard are pushing people back and making the carriage is making its turn, each of you feel as though you're being watched. It's a very weird and brief sensation, but it's as though you've made eye contact with somebody you can't see.
And I'm just sort of merrily making my way north to the brewery.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, since I'm kind of old and
Yeah.
not all there anyway, when I get that feeling, I'm just gonna go, whoa, hello,
Yeah.
just to myself and just keep walking with a happy song in my heart.
It's almost as though, somebody were inside of your mind for just a split second and then out of it. And then you kind of take back control of your senses. But it was a very weird and brief moment that you're not sure happened or not. Draco, for you, as you're kind of pushing the crowd away, you kind of stall for just a half a second when that happens, and then you gotta like shake your head and you're able to keep going. Now there's basically just a large procession of following this down through the town. I'm pointing at the map like you guys can all see what I'm doing.
I
I did the same thing.
On Teams all the time. I'll be pointing at my screen. I'm like, okay, nobody can see what I'm pointing at.
you can draw, can't you?
I probably could. There's a whole
Yeah.
toolbar over here. There's
Control
basically
F.
a procession. It's going this way through town, and you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
You can.
Cool.
So they're headed west now into that main circle bit.
Mm-hmm. That's basically like the city square. There's kids and adults running alongside the carriage, but not getting close enough to the half giant or either of the other two who are around it, because they all look fairly formidable. The giant is actually a little taller than the carriage is, which is insane because the carriage is massive. But the procession goes. We'll go through the rest of the town here, and they roll up right into the middle of the city center and park, and just sits there. The half giant basically is just the three of the people, the tiefling, the halfling, and the half giant all basically form like a triangle around and just watch the crowd. And the tiefling tries to like quiet everybody down, and then like magics her voice really loud and says that Madame Zaroth will speak tomorrow before the event. For now, everybody needs to bugger off. And then they all go inside the carriage. Even the half giant.
What time?
It's probably 4 or 5 in the evening.
That she'll come back out?
She'll come back out tomorrow. Or she'll come out tomorrow.
It's just like groundhog. Everybody's just waiting to see if you see their shadow or something.
She's a showman. You're gonna have a little mystery words. Again.
Mystique.
Seeing that Madame Zaroth has been in her carriage this whole time, I think Orion would maybe make it a point to see if there are any other old women on the ship that might have gotten this package by mistake.
Hey, did a bird come onto this ship and give you a letter?
Some old lady's gonna come and hit on you.
Some old lady's gonna come up and start squawking at you.
Yeah, I forgot to write the message in normal human speak. All bird language.
Yeah. It's a rookie mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After the carriage had come off the ship, the draw thing had come back up, and there is still like a line of guards basically closing that dock off. Closed for private event. Yep.
Yeah, I'd say Orion probably won't push his luck too hard. He's a little obtuse, but he's not crazy. I say after Mama birding a seagull. I think he'll probably just go over to where the carriage ended up and maybe wait in that area.
Okay.
Not in the immediate vicinity so as to like put anybody off, but he'll be nearby in case he gets a chance to speak with her.
Okay. Excellent. After about 15 to 20 minutes, when it's apparent that she's not coming out, the crowd starts to thin. People are going back down to the beach. Some people are just going home for the night, try to get some early rest before the festivities on the morrow. And, there's a lot of suspense built in, and a part of it seems like, she is a showman and has done this before and knows how to get a crowd excited. Everybody's been waiting for her to arrive as she arrived, and now she's playing the groundhog.
Yeah.
So what are you guys going to do for the rest of the afternoon?
I'm hoping that I made it to that brewery at some point.
Okay, yes, I keep forgetting you about that. That's my fault. Yes, you made it to the brewery. When you got there, it was pretty
I
well
did it.
figured out. My little legs carried me all this way.
Right. I'm sorry, what did you say when I got there?
The brewery was pretty cleared out. There was
Perfect.
a couple drunks passed out at a table, but other than that, yeah, you're the only one in there.
All right. So I'll just approach the bar and try to get myself a drink then.
Aye. Well, you want a pint? You half pint?
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, yes. This half pint will have a pint. Thank you.
That'll be, what was it? 2 copper?
1 copper.
I paid 3.
Okay, 3 copper. I can't remember. Everybody's.
He overpaid. Dog paid the 1 copper difference.
That'll be 3 copper.
He paid for part of mine, I think.
If you happen to have a button, I'll take that instead. I'm just kidding.
Have a button.
He's a
It's
collector.
worth 3 silver. That's a very, very
It's a
nice
solid
button.
gold button.
I have a story about that button. Once upon a time, I was traveling.
He just
Make
like
it
sets the pint in
honest.
front of you and just walks away in the middle of your rambling.
Okay, thank you.
The 1 copper's fine.
Slide that over to the bar.
It's just got like half of it is just head though.
That's okay. It'll settle out. Alright, I'm gonna enjoy my ale then.
He's just like still talking even
I
though
didn't
he's not-
specify. Did it just have the 1 ale? That's it.
No, that's just like this that's the ale. They've got a couple other brews, but that's what they assume
Okay.
everybody wants. And that's what they've been serving all day.
Great.
Yeah, it was
I'm just gonna sit there at the bar then and drink it.
okay. I just imagine you like standing on the bar stool.
Who let this child in here? 1 alcohol, please.
You're just 4 gnomes standing on top of each other in a trench coat.
I'm gonna go back.
I did want to make a character like that one day.
Just like
Sorry.
I'm gonna go back to my table now that I'm cooled down.
your broken table.
Yeah.
Okay. You get back to your table. It's still there.
Can I reassemble it?
You can try. What we dexterity. That's what we decide.
Dexterity, Yeah.
Okay. And you affix the leg in a fashion that you feel is stable. Just breathe. Just breathe.
I can do this. All right. Step right up. Step right up. Find the ace.
Nothing but winners so far.
Yeah. You, sir, how would you
Gotta
like to
be
win 3
popular.
copper? It's practically
Give it
guaranteed.
away.
All right, you get a small crowd gathered around, and somebody takes your offer. How much are you charging this time?
2 copper.
2 copper. They'll take you up on 2 copper. Sleight of hand.
I gotta pray to the dice lords. Wireless sleight of hand.
Twilight of the Dice God.
Yes.
Oh,
Redemption.
I guess let me roll a perception. I hope. Well, you better hope they don't perceive very well. And they do not perceive that well. They just like turn around and point at the ocean. Is it there? No, they picked the
They
wrong
understand
card.
the rules.
This is behind my ear? I know your tricks. Yeah, they picked the wrong card, and you win 2 copper.
Woohoo!
Now you're only down 2 copper.
And how many silver pieces are in a gold?
10.
100.
100?
Oh, I thought you said copper pieces
No,
and
I was
gold.
like, wait,
Sorry.
what?
I was like, awesome. I will have a lot more of those here.
Fill up a bathtub for me.
Yeah, and then there's 10 copper, 2 of silver. Okay,
Yeah.
makes life easy.
Yes.
Yeah, metric system.
It's called the Dungeons and Dragons metric system.
Right. Yeah. We just don't talk about the platinum pieces, though. Those just are weird.
Yeah. Especially if you have the paper platinum. We won't go there.
Don't even get me started on Electrum.
Yeah. Oh, no, it was Electrum, not platinum. Yeah, Electrum.
All right. Well, Ace is doing 3-card money, and Finnegan's standing on a bar stool up north. What? Oh yeah, and Orion is kind of hanging out in the vicinity. Matcha, what are you doing?
At this time, I feel like I would have been done with my ale, so I would have been moseying myself over back to the a tavern to fill it up again to see if they give free refills on the cup.
You're going back to the brewery?
Yeah.
Okay. Headed to the brewery. And then Draco, what are you doing?
Just continuing to fulfill my obligation to provide security for the event and look for anything suspicious.
Okay. Besides a few kids who were hanging out and looking a little suspicious, they're not actually doing anything. They just look like riffraff loitering. Look at those kids loitering. I bet they're up to no good. Just letting their hair grow. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot going on. The sheer amount of mercenaries and guards for the event seem to hold back any any real mischief going on. Finnegan, the brewery does seem to be filling back up. People are starting to file back in. Seems that the excitement at the docks is over. And Matcha, you do file in as well, probably in the middle of the crowd, I guess. It's not packed yet, but it's not as busy as it was when you were there earlier today. But it's still pretty busy.
Awesome. But stumble up to the bar, probably, at this point in time, wave down the bartender or waitress, get their attention.
Okay, and when you step up to the bar, you're next to a little fella standing on a bar stool, drinking a half pint, drinking a pint.
Aren't we the same height almost?
I don't think so. How tall are you?
I am 4 foot. Let's see, 4'2". Probably the biggest dwarf you've ever seen, or biggest gnome you've ever seen.
Right. I'm 4'7", so I'm only
Okay, yeah, you're not that much taller.
a few inches taller.
You're a
Nah.
dwarf.
But-
Dwarves are
You're a lot
stout.
stockier.
Big.
Yeah, I'm tall enough I can sit on the chair, not have to stand on it.
You're still
I could sit. Standing on it feels good.
yeah. You're still kicking your dangling feet as you're sitting in the stool.
Yeah.
In it.
Peas in a pod.
To refill it, since you brought it back, is not free, but they will refill the half gallon for 5 silver.
It was 2 silver to buy.
I thought it was 2 silver? It was
Yeah.
2 silver. Okay, I thought I said 5. 2, sorry. 1 silver to refill. 1 for the container and 1 for the half gallon ale.
You're paying the peak hour rate.
I guess. I thought it was supposed to be happy hour. This is not so happy.
Yeah, 2 golds. 2
That's
silver
how they
is
get
my
you.
brother's price. 2 golds my price. Take it or leave it.
I'm going to leave it. I don't need that.
No, it'll be 1 silver to refill it. I should probably start writing
Awesome.
down prices. Half gallon
Yeah, man.
ale.
Ice gouging. Sounds like he's racist, taking advantage of the dwarf.
Right?
Maybe
Look at this guy. I point over to the gnome like, look at this guy. He doesn't like these short people.
I know.
He's a dwarf, isn't he?
I think that he just knows a dwarf wants to drink. So he's trying to
Yeah. Right. Hear you, man. I raised my growler, I guess it would probably be, yeah.
Yeah.
Half gallon. That's the technical term, growler.
Growler, yeah.
I raised my growler up to the gnome sitting next to me for cheers on that aspect.
Oh, hey, cheers!
So you're already a half.
Ah.
Okay, give me a.
It's just like athletics to see if our high five connects.
Well, there's like already a half gallon of ale in. So yeah, give me
Over a day?
Yeah. Well, over like half a day. Plus you had a pint
Yeah.
before that.
And he's a dwarf.
And
Who's counting?
All right. Give me a
No, you do it. Make
constitution
him roll
check
stuff.
first. Give me a constitution check first.
Right? Sorry, what was it?
Constitution,
you say?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. I think this is my first roll of the game.
Good luck.
Hope you're better at being drunk.
Nice.
Ace is at building tables.
Yeah.
Or me perceiving anything.
I just can't see over everybody. That's not fair. Perception with disadvantage. Just kidding. All right. Yeah, you're a little buzzed, but you're not terrible. You don't have to roll for a cheers and missing and hitting the gnome.
Snap me up my stool. Oh dear. This is how my grandpappy broke his hip.
He always told me don't drink with a dwarf, and I never understood it. All right. Are you guys cheersing then, or are you leaving him hanging?
Yeah, no, I cheersed him.
All right.
Yeah, and then I'll take a big gulp of my drink there. Big gulp of my beer.
Right. Yeah. But like a half gallon is only like a little more than 5 beers.
Only.
So not even a 6-pack. I'm just saying. I could have easily done that.
Does that before it goes to work in the morning.
Yeah.
That's
Awesome.
That's called breakfast.
Right?
That's right. That's just breakfast beer.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm Macho. What brings you into the Sundale Festival? Are you from around here?
No, I traveled here when I heard about the big fishing event. I traveled to and fro to eat food and enjoy drink. I'm pretty old now and retired and just go about trying to enjoy my life before I die.
Man after my own heart.
Oh, my name is Finnegan.
You wouldn't have to be a turtle in the swamp of sorrow, would you?
Atreyu. Nope, I'm just a gnome.
That's kind of what the voice reminds me of.
Is it? Watch that again.
It's been a while.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, I come through here just look.
Then?
Nah.
No. Okay.
Nah. I find myself looking for festivals to find people that are just enjoying life. I follow Idia, the goddess of festivals. She's praise Idia. And then I jump off my stool real quick.
Yeah, praise it, yeah.
Right? And then I start slowly, maniacally, horribly start doing the robot dancing.
Oh, awesome.
Like,
I love everything about this.
yeah. Just a little 3-second, and then afterwards, I yell out, praise Lydia again, hoping to hear somebody else in the festival call out, learning that.
Let's see.
I'm sure there's gotta be believers out here.
Right? There's always one or two of us in every festival.
66 of them.
You hear like two others like on the other side of the bar. Praise Lydia!
Yeah! Yeah.
One of them goes.
I'm still standing on my bar stool. Oh, hooray!
Yeah. We always enjoy people that partake in our enjoyment. So yeah, what do you do the rest of this night?
Well, I will continue to find food and try out new things. Good drink. Then I will obviously just head to bed. Usually get to bed around 5:30.
Isn't it 5?
30.
Oh dear. I'm going to miss my bedtime.
No. Well, if you don't mind, at least up to that last point, I don't want to join you in bed, but if you don't mind me following and
He did say
partaking in drink and food with you.
Oh, no, absolutely not. More the merrier. It's always more
Right.
fun to drink and eat with friends and family than alone. I'm so
That
It sounded
alone.
so sad. Hello.
Right. Well, hopefully with me around, you're not.
Cheers
it's
and my
been
beer make it taste
so much more fun already. I did a cheers and I did a hurrah. And I watched you do the robot. I'll definitely try that later.
Right? But,
It's very cool, by the way.
It's called the animated golf.
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
okay.
I animated Gollum.
Right.
It's the new dance
But I-
series.
I do want to make it clear that it is very horribly done. I'm not good at it, but I do love doing it.
But
I'm not a dancer at all.
since you're the only example I've had of it right now, I think you're the best.
Hell yeah.
And I'm going to tell people when I meet them, I was on these travels and I met this dwarf. He was the best at the animated Gollum.
Oh, I like it.
Nice.
A real genius in his time. Never seen anything like it. Another pint, please.
Another 2 copper
Right.
pieces. 3 copper
One
pieces.
copper
God,
piece,
3
just
copper
like
pieces.
last time.
I even
You
wrote it
got
down
it.
wrong. Jeez Louise. Oh, gee,
I
guys.
paid 1 copper for this one. What happened? It's because I'm short, isn't it?
Right. I heard these guys calling people half pints.
Yeah.
Yes. Very mean.
Right.
I'm just an old man trying to enjoy my life before I die.
Oh my god.
All right.
You know what,
Doing 3
Julian? I feel like we're going to have a very big yin-yang between us of enjoyment of life and enjoyment of waiting for it to end.
Indeed.
All right, Ace, you've got a little bit of a bigger crowd around you now.
Okay.
Somebody's trying to throw a gold down the table, though. They're like, I
Oh.
perceive everything. You can't trick me.
Ah,
Is it Orion?
Sit down. I will.
Oh, I like fudge.
What is fudge? Shut up.
That's
not
like
fair.
hot chocolate.
Rolling 1d(f) minus 1. I don't know what that means.
Here's my roll.
Oh, no, how you did that.
And I hope this person that perceives everything is full of it.
He steps back and looks at the cards for a couple of moments and then points to the ace. And takes your gold coin.
Good job. Thanks.
Just like grab the table to throw it. Take a breath. Good job. Good job.
This table's about to get its ass kicked again. Oh, can we say that word? I'm sorry.
All right, and that
Yeah.
closes down my shop for the evening. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Come back tomorrow. I'll be here.
Crowd grumbles and moans, but it disperses. Sun's starting to go down. The bar's getting fuller. Orion and Draco, where you guys are near, there's the crowd's pretty thin. Most of the people have gone away. A lot of the guards are being dispersed back to different posts throughout the city, and yeah, it's starting to wind down for the evening.
I'm gonna go to bed and pout.
Okay. Take my
Oh,
cards and
checks
go
out.
home.
It's a stupid day, okay?
Did I just?
I think I might actually approach the carriage at this point.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Just walk right up to the carriage door, knock on it.
Okay. As you are approaching, 3 guards step in front of you, and they're like, "Hold on." One of them being a large dragonborn feller.
Hello, good evening. I believe I have an appointment with Madame Zeroth.
One of them, he's a half elf. He's a little smaller, but he's got a sword and shield. He's like, "Nope, no appointments we were informed about."
Would you mind going to check with her?
"Nope, not gonna do that. You just need to step back, sir. We don't need any trouble tonight."
Are you sure there's no way that I could meet with her now? It's very important.
Says, "Nope, we were informed of nobody meeting her. They would have let us know."
I see.
You says like
Well then.
he's kind of raising his voice a little bit, and you see a couple other guards from the side. Kind of, they don't walk and join the crowd, but they take a couple steps towards and kind of place their hands on their weapons, just kind of seeing how this is going to play out.
I'll bid you all good evening. And I will speak with the madam in my own time.
Sounds good. Have a good night, sir.
I'll back away and I'll immediately start looking for like a rodent or some sort of small animal.
Just like hold out your arms and start cawing again.
Like skittering as I walk away. I don't get out of earshot of them, and I'm like, squeak, 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 squeak.
Let's see here. Oh. If I do this, can you guys see it?
Do
I
what?
will-
Ha!
What am I looking for?
I can hide my rolls from you guys. Look at how cool I am. Now I can do whatever I want.
You just tell us what the role
That's
is,
cheating.
whatever you want it to be.
Exactly.
Right.
It's cheating.
Or we just watch the stream.
Shut up.
It is
I need a minute and a half here to catch up on the stream before I decide what I'm going to do.
Right. Awesome.
Okay, let's do high
You know what?
or
Yeah, I
low.
can't take that guy. I'm out of here.
High or low, Orion?
What's that?
High or low?
High. Always high.
Well, we don't condone that kind of thing.
We are in Washington.
Yeah.
That is, I have heard that a few times in comments. People have been like, "Oh, beard oil in Washington, and there's no hemp seed oil in it, huh?"
Well, I guess you don't take yourselves that seriously after.
We're very obsessed, all of us.
Yes. Yeah, we're all hippies injecting doobies into our arms.
Did you say injecting doobies?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Okay, Orion, as you're like squawking and skittering and chittering and all the things, there is a tree like rustles and a squirrel comes like running down.
You have to go, squeak, squeaker, squeak.
Squeak Squeaker, Squeak Squeakerson.
Great
Some
movie.
Emperor's New Groove.
Yes. Yep.
Gronk going on there.
Yep.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Making his own music as he's walking away.
So I'm gonna ritual cast speak with animals and I have a very
Still close to the
important
carriage
job.
and like the guards.
Yeah, because they they can't understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Draco. Yeah, you see him like walk away and hear him start chittering and clicking, and then you see a squirrel like run down the tree and run up to him, and he like crouches over the squirrel and starts like clicking and chittering to it.
Yep. Yeah, just a crazy guy doing crazy stuff again.
I saw that. I saw that dude spit a
With that
bird from his
dude.
mouth today. I'm not worried about a squirrel.
Yeah.
I was watching from the corner of my eye.
The least offensive thing you've seen him do.
All right, what do you tell it? Well, okay, so you ritual cast. You just see him like
Speak with animals.
do like a weird
I'll
like
say,
shamanic dance.
Is it the animated golem?
it's similar. It's similar. That's the animated treant.
Okay. So it's
The
way
way just
slower.
would sway in the wind.
Yeah.
I'll ask the squirrel. Tell me, little one, how do you feel about playing a little trick on those gods over there?
He just thinks about it for a moment. What kind of a trick?
A fun one.
Fun?
I happen to have these small stones. They'll cause quite a ruckus when you throw them. And I'll cast magic stone on a few pebbles and pass it over to the squirrel.
Okay. Do they like glow or anything, or are they just imbued?
They are imbued with magic. I don't think they glow, at least not by the spell description.
What about by your description?
I will say that they have a slight, like, sort of greenish glow to them.
Okay. He like looks down
And I
at
imagine that,
his
like,
little hands.
when the pebbles strike something, they like that energy is like dispersed rapidly and makes like maybe a popping sound.
Okay. Little green, like when you're throwing the little poppets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's
exactly.
like a mild form of exploding magic.
It's got a bomb.
It's not a crime. It's not a crime.
He just like looks over at the guard. What? This isn't a crime. Just give it some rocks to the squirrel. Okay.
If you would, please take these and just throw them around a bit and have the guards chase you down the street.
He thinks about it. Give me a persuasion.
Makes sense. Oh, I am good at that.
That'd be enough for a squirrel, though.
He
They're pretty small brained.
like puts them back down on the ground. He goes, I don't know, they're big. I'm small. They'll stomp on me.
Not if you're on top of the roof over there. You'll disappear in no time. You look quite speedy. Very capable. I know, I chose you out of the bunches of other animals that may be abound.
He feels a little. He
You were
looks a little-
chosen for this task.
That's great.
Yeah.
It is your destiny.
All right, give me
Only
a
you can do
deception
this,
now.
hero.
Give me a deception now.
Wow.
Oh.
You're honest to a fault.
You have a huge destiny. I chose you.
Wink, wink.
Wait, say that without winking.
No.
Why can't you say that without winking?
I imagine as I see it's not working on the squirrel, I just sort of like kind of stiffen up a little bit, and that worked on me.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man.
Yeah, he decides that this is not in his best interests and kind of takes a few steps back and then like scurries back up his tree.
Smart squirrel.
I'll slip my magic stones back into my pocket and just kind of look back at the guards who are surely like eyeballing me.
Just over your
And I'll
shoulder
just
while you're crouching
walk
down.
off. like
Feral.
the crouchy man I am. Yeah.
And you're gonna? Would you say you're gonna walk off?
I'm gonna walk off, just kind of like around the corner and
Stupid squirrel.
wallow in my failure.
All right, Draco, you witness this really weird turn of events, and then he just like stands up and straightens up, and then walks away all nonchalant and around a corner.
Yep. And I just make eyes with the guards at the trailer and just shake we just shake heads at each other.
Trying not to smile.
Confused. Yeah. Just confused with the situation. Ultimately, there doesn't appear to be any threat or crime occurring.
Just like tell them about what you saw that guy do earlier today. That guy is so weird.
You might
He
hear
fed a
it.
bird from his mouth. From his mouth.
Like in front of everybody. It was just like right in the middle of a crowd of people.
Yeah. And it's small animals, too. Little animals.
These damn city squirrels.
Yeah.
Ominous.
Oh gosh. All right, Ace, you're back in your hovel sulking.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm never playing cards again, cheaters.
This town sucks.
All started that table, though.
You guys are all cheaters.
Table.
I'm never coming back to the beach. Never. All right. Is anybody doing anything else tonight besides drinking and trying to swindle squirrels?
No, nothing else going on for me.
Okay. After a while, Draco, you're relieved for duty. You're told to report back again by 8 a.m. And yeah, for Matcha and Finnegan, the night goes on as uneventfully as like a raucous bar can go. There's a few brawls, but they're more like sport and excitement than they are over like problems. After the brawls, they're like hugging each other and, you know, telling each other good fight, things like that. One of the guys like picks up a tooth off the ground and puts it in his pocket, and this is gonna.
Is it his tooth or is it just
Yeah, it's
like
his own
trophy
tooth. Yep,
okay.
his own tooth. He's putting in his pocket, and he's smiling a big old bloody smile. I'm excited that he's got a new scar, a new battle wound to show off. Yeah. Orion, are you gonna go back to the? Was it the toppling tower? Was that the name of that place? I tried to like pull my mouse from the screen to my laptop, but that didn't work.
Actually, I think if I'm like in an alleyway near the carriage now, or you might just go ahead and entangle that alleyway and make himself a new hammock. He'll just sleep outside under the stars.
Okay. Yeah, you find a pretty decent area to do that in. It's only slightly seedy and a little scary, but
I still have stones to protect me.
By the stones. Okay. The next day.
How's that?
The what's up?
What time do we end again? What time are we ending? One?
One. Yeah, we got a few more minutes.
Okay. I couldn't remember if it was 1 or 2.
I
Sorry.
just feel like you're trying to hurry us up and you don't want us to play anymore. I get it.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Having a good time. Thought we were drinking and having a great time. That's not. That's just one-sided.
Man, I really can't wait for this bar to close so I can go home and leave you here.
Thought we had something special.
The city's pretty bustling before the sun comes up. A lot of excitement. Orion, you're an elf, right? So you just need to meditate for 4 hours, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're laying there looking at the stars after your 4-hour meditation, and you start hearing a lot of commotion in the city, just getting louder and louder as the morning's going on. Just general excitement. And yeah, you notice people are kind of filing into the area around the cart as well, just basically getting their spots for the announcement of the tournament and the the real beginning of the festival.
I will join them with haste.
Excellent. With haste. You cast haste on yourself from Final Fantasy.
If only I had that spell.
I think it's like a 4th level.
It's kind of like haste. What you do is you eat like 20 good berries at one time.
3rd.
Gosh. And you get real constipated because you just have 3 meals. Just like... Matcha and Finnegan, how late did you guys stay out at the bar?
Whoa.
They're
Sounds like an
out.
awesome time.
Yeah.
So whenever the bar closed, I think. is
Okay,
when
you guys give me...
Probably.
I definitely stumbled.
Yeah, give me a
Yeah.
Constitution check, each of you.
Constitution, you said?
Sure did.
Okay. That's not terrible.
Oh,
No.
damn.
Finnegan, when you woke up, you were a little groggy, but not really much worse for the wear. Matcha, you've got a pretty bad headache this morning, and
Experience.
yeah,
Yeah.
you probably took on a little more than you should have. But you're not like debilitatedly hungover. You're just everybody's talking really, really loud, and
Right.
the sun's really bright.
And I only introduce him to people as the best animated golem dancer.
I mean, I guess, yeah, I am 57, so I'm not that young.
Right. You're an adult.
But he is older than me, right?
Yeah, I'm 62.
Right?
Gosh.
The Adventures of Geriatrics.
A dwarf actually doesn't reach adulthood until he's 50.
Oh,
Like, he...
I don't know what gnomes' lifespans are. I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's probably 62 if I had to guess. Whoops.
It's on the edge. I'm so alone. Gnomes live between 350 to 500.
Oh, I'm a young, very young
Young
man.
buck.
Oh man,
You just have
I
an
have to
old
read
soul.
my whole character. Yeah, an old soul. Thank you, Ace.
Yeah.
Either that or you're Benjamin Buttoning.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
And that's why the button was there.
Oh man, tied it all together.
They mature
I had that
around
in my pocket
age
for a
40.
reason.
Yeah, you mature around age 40. So you went from like teenager to adult to old man in like the span of like 30 years.
And then I just lived the next 400 years as an old man. What a miserable existence we had. No wonder I'm trying to die.
My hip's been bothering me for 400 years.
Right? I'll probably have to go back and adjust my age a smidge.
Okay.
Did you didn't piss off a witch or something and got cursed?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Let's see, should it be, so let's go with like 262. Does that seem
There you go.
Alright, yeah.
fair? Although, boy, I am a shitty wizard for being alive this long. Still just level 1! Just barely made it out of the academy. I gotta go back 200 times.
I outlived 3 Grand Wizards.
Yeah, exactly. Just never could quite get that fireball to cast the way that I was pointing. A few casualties. Magic missile was just terrible. Magic missile was a magic atomic bomb.
Magic
This
atomic
place looked a
bomb.
lot different 200 years ago. You wouldn't know.
Draco, yeah, you're summoned for duty. Well, you're not even summoned. You just know you're due at 8 o'clock for basically shift change and to be a guard around the old courtyard.
Okay.
So what is everybody doing? What is everybody else doing then? Orion's there. Draco, you're doing a shift change. Matcha and Finnegan.
Where did we make it back to our lodgings?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna have breakfast then at the lodging.
Right?
Okay.
Try to shake off this hangover.
Exactly. I'm a little groggy.
Right?
But,
I'm wearing sunglasses. Don't ask me where I found them, but
although I think Matcha, you're in the other lodging, aren't you?
yeah. Yeah, I'm in the. I was in the inn that Ace went to
Yeah.
the first time. Yeah, I forgot. I didn't write it down. I don't remember what it was called.
I did
It was
not.
like the Hook something because it was the same folks that did the fish place that
It
made me
was-
sad, angry.
Fish hook.
Fish. There it is.
And then, yeah, Macho with his sunglasses. He's also got a magic device that plays 80s synth music when he does his column.
JT.
Ace, what are you doing this morning?
I'm just gonna walk around and kick rocks.
Take the Shoelace Express. Okay. As you're walking around kicking rocks, there's a general stream of people going toward the center of town. Everybody's aware that the festivities kick off around 10 a.m. That's when Madame Zeroth is due to speak.
At her little cart thingy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna, like, get some food and, like, eat while I'm walking down the street.
Okay.
Like a kebab or something.
Okay. It's called the Dungeons and Dragons version of a kebab. It's
The
made of
kebab.
kobold. It's made of
Kebab.
kobold, a kobold kebab. Even though it's an intelligent race, somewhat.
Semi.
Okay. Well, we are at 1 o'clock. We should probably end here. That'll give Justin a chance to get back and join us for this next exciting part.
Excellent.
Oh yeah,
Awesome. Well, thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
the madam is upon us. She's here.
The madam is upon
Mhm.
us. Thank you.
Yeah,
Wait to
Said
see
that
why
once.
she's been. Wait to see why she's been dodging Orion. I want to hear what you put in that letter.
Yeah.
I've been trying to reach you about your car's warranty.
Madame Zaroth won't be coming out. Someone sent her a very aggressive letter yesterday, and she doesn't feel safe addressing the city.
So,
All
it
campaigns
truly
are derailed.
reads, tell me your secrets.
If you come out of your cart, you're never going to be
Awesome.
seen again.
Yikes.
Just says squawk a bunch, but that's how it's interpreted.
I'm just imagining some kind of like druid pyramid scheme.
No. You bring
Aw.
2 seagulls and 2 squirrels, and then they all go get 2 seagulls and 2 squirrels.
All of them get magic stones. It's a subscription-based program. They're really fun anyway.
Yeah.
Trust me, people will be asking for your magic stone.
Yeah, you're going to make a lot of good friendships and relationships.
Now remember,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
contract is
Awesome.
binding, and so once you sign it, I own you. All
I don't
right.
even feel like that.
Thank you, everybody.
We'll lease you this really cool carriage, just like her.
All right. Thanks anybody who watched. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
Thanks, everybody.